Hi guys, my name is Aryan Kovacs. I'm going to be a host for today, and I'm here with Team Blends. So we have Puneet, Devesh, Bilal, the man himself, Ashwin. Yeah, I'm so glad all of you came. Nice that you made the journey. Isn't the weather amazing today though?
Yeah, the weather is pretty unpredictable, you know. Sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it just gets too cold. I don't know. Down with sickness.
Bangalore is
I think
Bangalore,
Puneet was sick a couple of days back.
Yeah, 1 week ago.
Devesh is right.
Because of the weather. Yeah, for real.
I was swimming yesterday.
You, of course, man.
Yeah.
The traffic is horrible from Silk Institute, bro.
Where do you live? Where do you come from?
I came from Harohalli.
Harohalli.
So the journey is around 30-35 kilometers. My god, such horrible traffic the moment I entered Bangalore. Oh.
Let me tell you something. 3 days ago, I cycled from my home to college and back.
Crazy.
So 60 kilometers in a day.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So the traffic wasn't bad. I mean, I didn't have to deal with the traffic because I could just go on the sides. So yeah, it was. I went with Akash and we rode like 60 kilometers.
I wish I was there, man. You should have called me. I would have done that.
Would you come from Banchakri though?
Still would have tried.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually, the first leg of the journey was quite easy actually because it was mostly downhill. But then when we had to go back up, it was a grueling journey, man. Like, we had to, man,
I think it was pretty uphill, right? You had to climb.
That's why it was a grueling journey, man. We had to go uphill most of the time. Our cycles were fucked, okay, like it was really screwed. The gears weren't changing. My gears were also rusted. The brakes were like very screechy, and yeah, even Akash's cycle was screwed up. But we made the journey, and it's something to remember.
It's the journey that's matters. So basically, summing up weather, traffic. So basically, Bangalore is Bangalore after a long time.
Yeah.
Even RCB is on the top. Yeah, great, great stuff. Great stuff.
It's the year of dreams. It's the year of dreams. Yeah, I mean, we have football teams. We have Tottenham, Crystal Palace. A lot of teams who haven't won the trophy in so many years winning. So I really think it's the year.
Comeback season, my guy. Come on, let's
Comeback
go.
season for everyone.
Yeah. Guys, it's nice to finally have you back to be here to shoot our first podcast. But I feel like we're missing somebody though. Like, is there somebody missing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we're missing someone.
Purab. Where's Purab?
Oh, Purab, yeah. Where's?
हेलो हाँ मोमेंट पे 2000 लगा दे बाद में फ़ोन करता हूँ अभी पॉडकास्ट शूट करना है
अरे मोटा भाई अभी 2000 लगा दिए चल I think we're sensing the vibe. I just feel like the boys are really stoked. But I think there's one person who's happier than all of us, like more stoked than all of us. I think it's Mota Tigers.
Well, I'm waiting for tomorrow's match. Let's hope for the best that it turns out in our favor, and when it does, we'll see RCB in the finals.
Comeback season, baby.
Let's see.
I got a setback season once again, like 2016.
It'd be a great watch, though.
Exactly. Even I would love to see MI face against RCB at the final. I think so. This is the last time that Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma will be facing against each other. So yeah, if MI makes it, if MI makes the cut and if they reach the finals, this is gonna be the crazy feel for the IPL fans, to be honest.
I mean, to be honest, that's true. As a cricketer, as a cricket fan, people are more interested in watching Rohit Sharma versus Virat Kohli. I wish it was
That's the tagline for the newspapers.
I mean, talk about legacy. This is what they have built over the years.
I wish the match was in Bangalore, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It would be very hard for us to, you know,
I would have gotten tickets from my relative.
but then it's very difficult to find.
He would charge a premium. He would charge a premium because he bought the tickets.
Exactly.
I mean, I tried to get tickets, man. It's just so damn expensive. Like a ticket for like 2.75, the A stand tickets, they're selling for like 7,000, and that's insane. That's more than triple the price. Nobody's people. The problem is people pay for that because it's is so crazy about RCB?
I'll tell you the crazy. There's a genuine reason for the craze. I've been to 2 RCB matches in Chilleswamy. The crowd is just amazing. It is, people die to get in there, and it is worth it. The hype is totally worth it. It is a totally different experience than watching it in a flat screen TV. But if you get an option, you should definitely go for it.
Well, now that we are done blending about topics,
Get down to the crux.
we have to get to the root and discuss
The meat of the topic, the
Yes.
meat of the podcast.
Yeah.
blends.
Like,
Bilal,
Yeah, you guys must be pretty confused. What's going on with blends? What happened to 75 hard? What are we gonna do? What are our future plans as well? So, I mean, just a bunch of college students, finding some free time in order to work on working on solving a problem that we all face regularly. So, yeah, I mean, David has a few answers regarding 75 hard to how we're going to take about it. We have our marketing guy as well, and he has a lot of cool ideas. He wants to execute. So we'll just go step by step. What we're going to do. So you'll get on track. What's happening with Lens.
So Devesh, please, Bilal mentioned the 75 hard. What is 75 hard? I mean, I've been following your Instagram page for a while, and I used to see your stories every day. You used to post one story about either whatever you've done, either work or whether you went out and had fun or whatever you've done. You've always posted something, and at first I never understood what an epic was. I initially thought it's maybe doing something a hard task, a single hard task each day. But
Solving a goal.
Yeah,
All
so-
we focused on in 75 hard was either personal or work towards blends. We wanted to accomplish something, maybe one milestone that we are close to our target. So we don't have any knowledge about how to build a startup from scratch.
So who came up with this idea that you should create this 75 hard challenge and just post it on Blends?
It's the man.
David did, of course. He started out with the initial idea.
And why did you think it was a good idea to do this? What went through your mind?
let's take it from the top. So basically, we are still not ready to get the idea out, to get the crux out. We are still building, but I'm fairly comfortable to say that we are on the later stages, very near to deployment. So blends. So we are just college going students trying to
But
solve the problem.
I must say, throughout the entire time, Devesh had a pretty strong vision.
Exactly.
Once he thought of the problem, he was thinking of every possible way in order to solve it. And once I saw that passion gleaming in his eyes, I just realized, maybe if one stick can be broken, but 5 to 10 sticks, maybe that's gonna be hard. So we thought, let's get down, let's make a team, let's work together, let's solve that damn problem and go ahead.
I think when you say that, I mean the way he has pitched about it to all of us over here, that made us think that this is a very normal problem, but why are we not solving it?
Exactly.
When he gave us the idea, we are very passionate about it to work here, and it has been a blast till now, and
It's gonna be a blast.
It will be a blast.
He made it sound like solving a small problem, but with a big impact. Yeah, big impact has a big future, and that actually convinced me. I also had similar ideas. I was going through the same thought process, but then it was very coincidental that I spoke about the same idea to him, and then we
Right
just
person,
clicked.
right time.
Yeah, right person, right time, and then he's why don't you just join us? So
everything everywhere all at once.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
I think
something
that's
like
the
that.
beauty of it, the way we got together.
Yeah.
It's really lovely.
Well, what's meant to happen will always happen.
yeah. That's what it's meant to be. It'll happen.
Maybe share how you started and
just
So,
tell us about
okay, so let's just take it from the top. Okay, we are just trying to solve a problem. It's not a bleeding problem. Okay, so I have a pretty good example for this. Like Zomato. If you know about Zomato, they are what problem they are solving is they are getting you food in 30 minutes. Okay, it's not a bleeding problem, but it is a problem that needs to be solved.
As any YouTuber, we got kicked out from our last place. So this is a much chill vibe, much fun vibe. Now, as we were discussing about the example part, let's take Zomato as an example. They solve a silly problem, which is delivering food in 30 minutes. it was not a it was an issue, but it was not a bleeding issue. Nobody thought that it is worth it to even solve that problem. 30 minutes, okay, you walk and go, you do this, you do that. But yeah, he made $1 billion industry out of it. He created employment. He created entire industry out of thin air. So basically, we don't talk that high, but we are also solving a silly issue. It's not a bleeding issue, but it is an issue that is faced by every college going student across India. So yeah, the goal is to make a business out of it, make a fun company out of it, because as we have seen, as we have done internship, even Bilal has a very bad experience with the last internship. We never want to make a toxic environment, because just work, vibe, fun. We are still students. We are engineering students. We are not business students. We are not law students. We don't know all this stuff. It's fun to know as you go about law, about private limited, about privacy policy issue. There's a lot of
You get to learn a lot.
so much.
It's a really wonderful feeling doing it with your friends.
Yeah. So yeah, we are a bunch of engineering kids trying to solve an issue that we saw. Now 75 hard challenge. For the part 1, we also didn't know much about it, but in the first part of 75 hour challenge, there were some inconsistencies. There were some mixed goals that we shared. Not a lot of companies, some up, some private, some other stuff. So we promised to do the 75 hard part 2 a bit betterly. So yeah, you have some 75 part 2.
You want to keep it goal oriented, like solving. Basically, as we go forward, setting up with blends or the compliance related issues, and we have to deal with so many things, the app as well. So we were thinking, let's set up goals for this challenge. One after another, we try to solve. And by the end, once we're there towards the end of 75, we'll have something to show, something really like worth it. And I guess that was the whole point of 75 hard part 1 as a whole. Initially, we also thought, we kept large goals, but we thought that we'll complete blends by the first 75 hard itself. But we didn't know it would be this hard, man. Damn. But now we're coming, we're about to wrap it up, and
It's fine. We learned something from the 75 part 1.
This 75 hard part 2 will be, it'll be much better.
We have company also to share.
Yeah.
We have people also.
I have a question for you, Devish. You mentioned you want to make it a fun company.
Yeah.
So are you planning to also make it an entertainment company? You understand what I'm saying? An entertainment company.
Focusing on entertainment.
Production, content creation.
We'll have a lot of streams
Yeah.
along with the app as well. It's not like the app is the dead end. We
Yeah.
plan to, work on this podcast properly. We'll later so many YouTube videos as we, go forward with it to gain some publicity. So we have a lot of plans.
I mean,
We have a fun team. We have everything. It's about time.
yeah, I see you're posting a lot of streams. So I was thinking maybe you could make it an entertainment company, production company. Maybe you can use it as a tool for marketing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't want to roll out the idea, but it's all about fun and.
This generation it can be easily targeted by a proper marketing plan, because almost everybody is on Instagram these days. You can reach almost everyone very quickly.
Attention is a currency, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So you gotta grab their attention. You gotta make good content.
Yeah.
You gotta grab their attention. You gotta make sure they're invested in what they're watching. So
True.
you can make some good podcasts, some better content to engage with the viewers.
Let's do one thing. Let's tease the viewers by randomly randomly dropping some hints about our project and maybe app or maybe the idea. Who knows?
I mean,
You all be on the lookout. You might just find
stay
something
tuned.
interesting.
Stay tuned for the 75 hard test part 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kovacs Aryan, for hosting for
This podcast.
it's my pleasure. My pleasure to have all of you here at this aesthetic place. It looks better at night, but
when you can't shoot at night, it gets crowded. So.
Yeah. I would like to thank everyone who took their time and came. Thank Purab for holding the camera still for a longer period. As you can see, everybody's working.
Yes. Let's go Team Blends!
Yeah, let's go!
Well, we are blending. Are you?
We are blending, are you?
Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for the second podcast. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.